History of Venice Canals. Welcome to our podcast about the famous canals of Venice. Venice is a beautiful city in Italy, and it is known for its unique canals. The canals are an important part of Venice's history and culture. Let's learn more about why the canals are famous, when they were made, and who built them. Venice is a city built on water. It has more than 150 canals. The main canal is called the Grand Canal. This canal is big and very important. It is like the main road of Venice. Many boats and gondolas travel on the Grand Canal every day. People use boats instead of cars to get around the city. The history of the canals goes back to the 5th century. At that time, people were looking for a safe place to live. They moved to the islands in the lagoon of Venice. The islands were safe from invaders. The people built their homes on wooden stilts above the water. They also dug canals to connect the islands. This was the beginning of the famous canal system. Over the years, the canals were expanded and improved. The canals helped with trade and transportation. Boats carried goods, food, and people. Venice became an important trading center in Europe. The canals were essential for the economy of the city. Many famous buildings are located along the canals. These buildings are made of beautiful stone and are decorated with colorful facades. The architecture of Venice is unique. The buildings look like they are floating on the water. This is a wonderful sight for visitors. Gondolas are traditional boats in Venice. They are long and narrow, perfect for the narrow canals. Gondoliers, the people who row the gondolas, wear striped shirts and hats. They take tourists on romantic rides through the canals. A gondola ride is a must-do activity for visitors. It is a beautiful way to see the city. The canals are not just for transportation, they are also places of beauty and relaxation. People enjoy walking along the canals, taking photos, and watching the boats. The reflections of the buildings in the water create a magical atmosphere. Many artists and photographers love to capture the beauty of the canals. One of the most famous canals is the Canal Grande, or Grand Canal. It is the largest canal in Venice and is shaped like a big S. The Grand Canal is lined with beautiful palaces and historic buildings. Many important events in Venice happen on this canal. The canals also have a rich cultural history. They have been the setting for many films and stories. Venice is often called the City of Water because of its canals. The canals are part of what makes Venice so special and unique. Every year, many tourists visit Venice to see the canals. They come from all over the world to experience the beauty of this city. The canals are also important for local residents. Many people live and work near the canals. The canals are part of their daily life. In addition to gondolas, there are also vaporetto boats. Vaporetto is a public water bus. It is an easy and affordable way to travel around the canals. Tourists and locals use it to go to different places in the city. The canals face some challenges today. Pollution and rising water levels are problems for Venice. The city is working hard to protect the canals and the buildings. Many projects are in place to help keep Venice safe and beautiful. In conclusion, the canals of Venice are famous for many reasons. They are a unique part of the city's history and culture. From their beginnings in the 5th century to today, the canals have shaped the way people live in Venice. They are essential for transportation, trade, and tourism. The beauty of the canals attracts millions of visitors every year. Thank you for joining us today to learn about the wonderful canals of Venice. I would appreciate it if you like and follow me.